We recording.
You good? I'm great. I'm fantastic.
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but my flow was immaculate.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Shorty kind mama.
I said friend's kind of ratchet, so she got a lot of
Drama
drama around
on
her.
the-
Shorty keep a peace because she never had peace. She ain't
Ooh.
never been weak, hit hard like a mama Rhonda.
Oh.
Rousey, nigga.
You know, she recently said that she's the greatest female fighter of all time.
She could have been if she didn't get knocked. out.
Yo, she was
The
getting
only
that
thing
guapo
that
cheese.
dang, bruh, dropped the F-bomb in the first minute. Jeez. But the only thing that like
Started all over.
the only thing that you can turn me down a little bit, Kyle. My bad. That was too much.
You good. A Mike things.
The only thing that people were responding around the Rousey Bell on the internet was just a video of her getting her ass beat all day. Was that was that Holly Holmes that beat the shit out of her?
I don't know.
Whoever
gotta
beat
fact
somebody beat the shit out of her.
No, I remember the shit being beat out of her, but I don't remember who did it. No.
That's a damn shame. You know you're still a pretty big name fighter when like you can't remember who whooped their ass, but you just remember their ass getting beat.
Yeah.
It's like you did get your ass beat one time. Can't remember by who.
No, but it was like
got her ass
the
beat.
timing of the beatdown was like uncanny.
Kind of like at her peak, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
she was just starting to get
She was on top of the world. Like,
yeah, and it was right after these allegations came out. So then she just got her.
So, hey, yo, correct me if I'm wrong.
she had
'cause
allegations?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I believe
Oh,
so.
man, hold on.
was she
Put
more
my headphones
of
on
a
like this, man.
was Rhonda more of a what's the word I'm looking for?
Like
was
a
she
brawler?
more? No, wasn't she more of a grappler, like a wrestler
Yeah,
type?
she
Or
was more like a brawler.
okay.
But wasn't
Nah,
she
she
an
could throw it
MMA
too.
fighter?
Yeah, she's an MMA fighter.
Yeah,
We're talking
she-
about her
she
fight
could
style.
Like, because you got people in
Yeah,
MMA
she's like a
that
brawler.
like, yeah.
So there's some people who are like
Brawlers are
people
more
that-
like boxers, kind of.
nah,
Yeah, well, people that throw strikes, like you call them
Yeah.
strikers. Those are people that swing, kick, whatever, and then you got people that like grapplers.
people
'Cause
that do judo. you
Oh,
know what I'm
yeah, I've
saying?
seen
people that like to
that.
fight on the floor.
people
Yeah.
that like Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighters, like a lot of their stuff is like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know the
come to me,
capoeira.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Eddie from Tekken.
That was the yo.
They
I
just
watched-
There
put
was the
Eddie
girl
back in
version.
Tekken,
There was
too.
a girl version of him.
I don't know. I ain't
She
had
was
that
from
edition.
Brazil too, and she did capoeira too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to fight with her.
I watched Karate Kid one time, so I'm basically an expert. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Blanca.
I'm
You
not-
remember Blanca. I used to. Yeah.
I'm not
Kai, check
the
that shit for me.
I'm
It's
not the
cutting.
MMA.
What, yours?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, technical difficulties.
We bike.
Yo, you was playing Tekken?
Tekken.
F Tekken.
What?
What? You crazy?
No,
bro.
relax. I'm trying to transition here because
yeah.
since we just had a little technical cut, let's just transition real quick. Can I get a round of applause for Seton Hall University, please?
Yeah.
Men's NIT champions. Shout out to Coach Holloway. Shout out to the team.
That's awesome.
They won the NIT.
Wow.
They should have been in the tournament. So
Oh, can
that
you
was
spell out
definitely
the
a big
acronym? Like,
national invitational tournament. So in college basketball, I have to stop saying so much, bro. I sound like
You good,
please.
I'm not gonna say who I sound like.
Just talk.
Damn.
Dang. I gotta stop saying so much. What was I saying?
So
Content.
there are multiple tournaments in postseason college basketball that a lot of people don't know about. So you have the big
Some people don't care
NCAA.
about.
Yeah, but also they just don't know about it too, because there's
People.
the big NCAA tournament that everybody knows about for the most part, because people bet or people do pools and stuff like that at work and things like that, and people know about people filling out brackets. Then underneath the big NCAA tournament, you have the NIT, the National Invitational Tournament. Then you have the CIT, and then there's other tournaments, and there's D2 tournaments, all types of stuff. So NIT is what used to be the big NCAA tournament back in the day.
Yeah.
Now it's the second tier tournament, and Seton Hall won after being snubbed,
Yep.
completely snubbed. 100% had the resume, had the wins to make it into the NCAA tournament. Selection committee decided to absolutely wild out and be on all types of crazy bullshit. Yeah, and I don't care this year. So
You know what I just started watching? I missed my time in 2020, and Yeah, I just started watching it. I just started Last Dance, guys.
What's that?
With Michael Jordan.
The Michael Jordan Netflix.
no.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's
Okay.
very interesting. Very interesting.
Nah, that's just a good documentary.
Yeah, no,
Yo,
I missed
speaking
my
of
Steam.
good documentaries, I don't know how we got here, but Quiet on Set is
Ooh,
like
no, I'm not ready.
amazing.
Say,
I'm
bro.
not ready.
move. Adjust
Yeah.
your mic.
I'm
Adjust your
not
mic so you can turn
So
and talk.
you can
Quiet.
You
turn a
watched
little
it in
bit.
its entirety?
Quiet on Set.
Yeah, I watched the entire.
Quiet
bro,
on Set was crazy.
We
bro.
Did it
binged
make
the,
you sad?
binged the hell out of it.
I'm
bro.
not.
Yo,
It was that was
Drake,
sick,
That's why I
bro.
haven't watched it. I know
Drake,
it's gonna
I'm
make
like,
me real
yo,
sad.
it all made
But
sense.
I had to
and-
keep watching.
Yeah,
Bro.
It was entertaining. It was so entertaining.
Nah,
I
yo,
had
it was-
to find
it
out
was
what
a
was next.
masterpiece. Like it was a masterpiece, bro. You wanted to watch every single second of that.
Bruh, but
It was really
the
informative.
thing is, it's
Yeah.
like, yo, that's it really make you, like me and my brother, we was talking about it. It's like, yo, it really make you go back and like look at some of these episodes kind of cross-eyed. Cause like, why does so many jokes involve the girl's
Nah, a
feet?
lot of that made sense.
Like,
Guess
I
what?
noticed
For
all
this
the, like,
episode,
you know,
I'm gonna
Why
put
was she
an
sucking her own
count.
toes?
those were discussions. Like
I'm gonna put an counter for me, and I'm gonna put a that counter for y'all too.
That's
I meant to say earlier too.
Me too?
You got caught me out for that.
Who was
I was
sucking
mouthing
toes?
her-
Who was sucking toes?
Ariana Grande.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Not
yeah,
too
no.
much
The
on this, not too
Ariana
much
Grande,
on this.
all of it, everything that
man.
it's like now I question everything, and the worst thing now is I'm worried about. So what happens when they do the SpongeBob joke?
No. Not even.
Because SpongeBob got a ridiculous amount of adult jokes.
I
Yeah,
know it's
but-
ridiculous, but no, the real
But it's
kicker
not-
is what's happening at Disney.
It's like
we
the
don't
child
even know
stars.
what's happening.
We
at
know what's
Disney.
happening at Disney.
But
Everybody
they didn't
know
get a
that.
documentary.
because Disney.
They had it because they got
Disney
law.
still
They
got paper.
Yeah, they got public lawsuits. Everybody know about. They got articles,
Yeah,
think pieces, all of that.
yeah.
But Disney got the bread to keep that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's that daring
don't wanna
to
do that
actually
dance
say
with
too
them.
much.
Boy, Orlando.
They're not
Brown.
No,
trying
we
to
might
take
not
over
want to say too
Disney.
much. You never know.
Yeah.
They keep calling.
Nah, we
him
can say whatever
crazy,
we want.
but My boy Orlando Brown be spitting, man.
Oh my God.
Don't. do that, you know. Please don't. First of all, that's Kyle's man's.
That's
That's
what?
Kyle's man.
What? What?
Spitting, bro.
Your man?
See, this is why we can't
You
have
talking
fun
about
around
Orlando
This is
Brown
why
or
we can't have
Orlando
fun
Bloom?
around
It's two
women.
different people.
Nah,
Orlando
Brown.
Brown.
Oh yeah, Orlando Brown funny as hell.
Hey, did any of y'all watch wrestling?
Nah, I
This is
didn't watch.
completely
What
off
happened?
topic, but you remember when the Undertaker hung
Oh, but-
Orlando Jordan on a cross?
That's kind of wild, yeah.
There was also a thing. I don't remember who was it, Vader or Mick Foley, and the Undertaker hung him from like a noose. Like that was like the match. Like, And he literally got like hung up over the.
No motherfucking way.
I mean,
So was the Undertaker? I kind of got the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like American badass Undertaker. I'm like, yo, he gotta be like a little racist. But they say he's a really great guy, just like Stone Cold's like the
No, yeah.
nicest, like
I mean, he
most
like.
competent, well put together guy. Like the Undertaker got to be a little racist.
Please.
I mean,
don't put that on him.
I'll put it like he's definitely a white dude that wear bandanas.
I mean, he
But-
cool, bro. Like this black. Look, listen. Right now, we are recording this on the same weekend as WrestleMania week.
WrestleMania.
Bro, that's
So
what
it's
I said. I didn't
WrestleMania
watch
week
that shit.
night 2. The Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool, who was also a former wrestler.
Yeah.
She they beat my ass right now. She just got her hair done and hair installed by.
I saw
a
that
black
on
woman.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
like
we
my
know,
access
like
to
we know y'all
WrestleMania.
cool, and I got friends who are white and who are cool, but they're still a little racist.
You know, I just heard
Bro,
this
They
comedian.
my homie. That's like my
So-
homie, but I know that he's a little racist.
Real
So-
talk,
so
if
you
we
say
talk
they
about-
got
He's not
really-
racist enough for us not to be friends, but
So it's like you got racist tendencies.
If we
Like,
talking a little
you
racist,
just do racist
everybody
shit.
a little racist.
yeah, I'm
bro.
racist as hell.
Like everybody a little racist.
I mean,
I'm prejudiced as hell. I can't be racist because I'm black.
So
Right.
he do shit that be like, yo, Colin, you hungry? I'm about to get some KFC. You want something back? You know what I mean? Some shit like that.
yeah, he'd be like, "Yo, I'm in the mood for fried chicken." Like,
But I was about
I know
to say,
you
it's
want
a little
some too,
racist that
Colin.
you
You
said
know you did,
KFC.
Nah, that's different. That's
we get in the car, he play Kodak.
That ain't the only kind of chicken it is.
like yeah. That's,
You know exactly
I'm
what
at
I'm talking about.
Ambassadors, nigga.
That's my guy. I don't care.
Nah, I was
He
really
a
listening back
little
to the
racist, but
podcast,
like-
and I say, wow, I really see the N word.
What else?
all
What-
the time.
He at least, you know what I mean? He a good dude though.
It's like,
I could fuck with it. I would definitely one day. I would not be with this.
You have to have friends of all
walks of life.
Thank you. You have to, bro.
No,
you
no, it's
cannot
very
only
important.
associate with just one. It's number one. It's very important to know how they think.
Yeah.
I need to know what
once you
your
understand
mindset
people,
is.
You say I need allies.
It's not even allies. I just need to. I want to understand where that comes from, and once I understand, then I can actually get to just. Remember when we were talking about men being able to just be friends because we can meet each other at a surface level and just be like,
patriarchy.
yo,
Yeah.
whoa.
How's that patriarchy? Bonding?
We're all men. You know, that's patriarchy. Don't look at me. Y'all was going along with that shit.
That's not what I was talking about. Men are
Just
able
because
to.
men have a tendency to
Don't worry
willfully
about
accept
it.
people.
You were at the rodeo for this episode.
This ain't Texas.
Woo! Nobody can hear you singing in the back.
She's like, that's fine.
I will
Just understand.
I will remain a hidden talent.
All right. Damn, I forgot what I was saying. Go ahead.
No, he was.
Oh man, we can meet each other at a surface level.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we can meet each other. Men, we could just be cool because we're like, all right, that's my homie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
You know what
he's
I'm
a
saying?
good person.
If I greeted you 5 days in a row, guaranteed the greetings got better, just like JCole's career throughout the whole thing. And you know,
I like what I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
You know
Is
what I'm
that
saying?
So
a
what-
segue?
What side of the line are you on, Quill?
You already know I'm definitely on Cole's side, but
That's
I'm
crazy.
Just so you know, there's three sides to be on right here. So we got JCole. You want us to come back to you?
Come back to me.
Kai, where you at?
I'm on Kendrick's side, but I think he just warming up.
Zamini.
Please stop playing.
You just
What side do you lie on?
Yeah.
You know, we can come back to you. I'm gonna say I'll treat him like Birdman.
Nah.
Go ahead.
I'm very interested in like a.
I'm just
A
ping ponging.
battle,
I'm like,
like-
I'm gonna take us off topic real quick. There was, there's the women's tournament and the men's tournaments.
Yep.
You know how, do you ever watch College Game Day where they make picks and stuff like that for games where they're like, the commentators are like, or the analysts are like, hey, we think this people are gonna win. We think these people are gonna win. I'm sorry, bro. When it came to the women's side, I don't want to say the wrong name, so it was one of them. I was just like, I'm not picking anybody.
I'm not picking nobody.
Bro, I know them producers called her immediately as soon as the cameras cut off, like, yo, fam, you cannot do that. You have to pick a side. Moriel, lie. We're on a podcast. Pick a damn side.
Lie.
Lie. I don't care. This is entertainment.
Right now,
Just go completely
I'm
left
on
and say you on
JCole's
Drake's
side
side.
because he just dropped the mixtape. That shit's
Okay, so
fire.
this is perfect. I am on Kendrick's side. We have nobody on Drake's side at all. And we'll get to
Because
that.
Drake's still holding.
We'll get to that. We'll get to Drake after this. Okay. Who started this?
Them.
First of all,
Honestly,
time out. Woah Chill Wednesday. Hey everybody,
Yeah,
we're
I was
here. We
waiting
never
for
even
that,
introed
too.
the
I
damn
was waiting for that.
podcast.
I don't know.
I'm here.
Everybody here. Kendrick here in spirit.
I'm here.
Rich Spirit.
Moriel's
He's
here.
definitely here in spirit after that album.
Aquil's
drop.
here. My bad, I just gave you a whole government.
Yeah.
4-5 is here. Monty the Body's here.
Fire.
All right.
It's really hard for me because I have been listening to Kendrick, Drake, and JCole for upwards of 10 years. I've seen 2 of the 3 in concert.
Who haven't you seen in concert?
Oh, you're going to say who you seen in concert. That's important.
Kendrick?
I only haven't seen Kendrick, but I
That
wanted.
makes a difference in
I
this
wanted
argument.
to go. I wanted to go to the Big Steppers.
Kendrick
I
is a
watched it
That
on.
makes a major
I watched his. I watched his
difference.
concert at Amazon, and it was dope. It was
Kendrick,
so
Kendrick might be the best performer out of all of them, hands down. Like,
can't wait to clip
regardless
her.
of what you say about bars and lyrical content, Kendrick is a performer.
Hey,
Yes.
And
Did
he
you
might-
see the
Kendrick's
ventriloquist?
performances, well, yes. Kendrick's performances will literally like change your view. That's also how I feel about Travis. Watching their performances can skew how you feel about their albums.
Yeah.
Now, when
Yeah,
you
exactly.
experience that live and you get to see the full embodiment of
Yep.
what that artist.
True artistry.
Yeah,
Their artistry in 3D.
exactly. Yeah, that's
Nobody can hear you. Talking to the mic.
got something you want to say?
Nah, I was just gonna say, what is it? The Big
Get a
Steppers
little
tour
Yep.
was definitely that tour that
Yep.
year.
You said
I
the
would
Big
say-
Steps tour, right?
Yeah, I would say that was probably hands down the best tour,
Yep.
the best concert that I went to that year.
Yo, I heard it. Yo, I heard it was great. I wish I had.
That
Wish I
shit-
had some floor seats to
I
enjoy
would've loved
it.
that too. I would
it
have
was
loved
lit.
that
It was
too.
lit. It was a great experience.
The Amazon concert is him in France,
Oh,
and it was.
When I tell you,
insane.
I was in the furthest possible row in Barclays Center. You know how steep Barclays Center is? When I tell you I could touch freaking Jason Kidd's jersey.
You know what kind of throwback
yeah, that's
it is?
wild.
When I tell you when I tell you I could have took a picture with Clyde Drexler, not Clyde Drexler, with Dr. J's jersey in that. Bruh.
Now, see, if you would have said you could have touched Jason Kidd's jersey in like 2005, that would have meant you was like right there. You feel me?
Honestly, they should have
I
left
could have
Jason
touched
Kidd's
Jason Kidd's jersey
in New Jersey.
in 2011.
They should have left Jason Kidd's jersey in New Jersey.
I don't know if it's actually
He was
in
a New
Barclays.
Jersey net, okay, not in Brooklyn.
You feel
Yo,
me?
shout out to us being our freshman year being like the final year of the Nets. Still being in Jersey where tickets were like $7 a pop. I'm talking like you in row 10,
It really pains me.
$7.
Pain.
$12.
Pain.
Scalpers outside selling the tickets for 50 cents in a coat.
I used to know people that were Nets dancers as kids.
Yep.
That was like a real thing.
One of my managers was a Nets dancer as a kid.
But anyway, not for nothing though. To kind of get back on top, I think Kendrick might be arguably a top 5 performer of this generation. Like no question.
Oh, out of the three of them, he's the greatest performer by far.
Yeah.
He
That's what I'm
performs with
saying. I'm talking
Beyonce.
By far.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm talking like
He performs with
far.
Beyonce.
As far as, like, great-
It's by
like,
far. It's by, and I love Jake.
I'm not
listen, I
I
went
said
to-
Drake. I wasn't supposed to.
Hell no.
But Drake has written
Drake is.
songs.
If
for
you ask me,
Beyonce.
Drake is number 3.
Do you see?
Cole's a better. Cole's. Listen, I'm sorry. I saw Cole perform at Made in America when as soon as the sky was clear. As soon as he came out and he said, I see the rain pouring down, the sky just opened up and it just started raining.
Nah.
Like
That's-
on command.
that's God. That's God.
It was the wildest shit, bro.
Nah.
After that, what
Like-
do you do?
I'm just saying, yo, you got to put Kendrick up there with like Beyonce, like MJ, like dude is a visionary.
Whoa.
I ain't say better than MJ. You got to put him up there though.
You know what? Let me shut up. You're
I ain't
not.
say
You're
he
not
was
off
better.
because the Big Steppers tour, the production on that stage was amazing.
Yeah.
Even though I was watching from the screen most of the time.
Honestly, the crazy thing, like, to hit in the same vein as Kai, or 4 or 5, I should say rather. Like Kendrick would land in.
We're moving up in the world.
No. Kendrick would land in the Library of Congress. You know what I mean? Like,
He's already in the Library of Congress.
but that's what I mean. Like, in terms of like longevity and antiquity, people will still be talking about Kendrick in 50 years.
Oh yeah.
I think people are going to
Oh,
be talking.
still
Well, people are going to
making
be talking
shows.
about all three of them in 50 years. The
what
point of
context though? Because Kendrick might be in history books for real.
all three of them need to be in history books.
Yeah.
I don't want to. If in 50 years, if you're talking hip hop, rap, and you're talking the greats
It's
of the
them
greats,
3.
if you're not including all of the OGs, so you're including the Rakims, the Cool G Raps, you know what I'm saying? The Rev Run and what's Rev Run group? Run DMC.
Yep.
If you're not including KRS-One, if you're not including Biggie, Tupac,
Big
you know
Pun.
what I'm saying? Big Pun, that's debatable. Because
50 Cent,
You know.
Get Rich or Die Trying was a fucking
Like I said,
hip hop
DMX.
classic.
Even though
50
50
has-
Cent didn't drop a lot of albums.
50 dropped a lot of albums, but my thing is, I think 50 is like a Chris Brown, where it's like he has a lot of hits, but he doesn't have a lot of classics. He has classics, but he doesn't have a lot of classics. And when you're sitting here talking about a Nas or a Hove or This is my personal.
50's one of the greats. You chat.
Please.
No, he's one of the greats.
Please.
He's one of the greats. He is one of the greats. He is one of the greats. But after Curtis,
I'm like, drop
after
Disco
Curtis,
Inferno right now.
after Curtis, how many classics does he have?
That's a
How
good
many
point.
later classics does he have?
That was a good point. That's a good argument.
I just feel like nobody can ever convince me.
Nas has a later
Fire.
classic. Hove has a later classic.
Story of OJ.
No, 444 was
Yeah.
very, very
I
good.
love it.
That whole project was
Very,
fire,
very,
man.
very good.
Yeah.
I don't
saw
care what
that
nobody
and
has
very,
to. I
very
don't care what
good.
nobody has to say. Watch the Throne.
Oh
It's a
my
later
god.
classic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't care if it's with Kanye. I don't care if it's with Kanye. Hove snap.
Kanye did well too.
No.
Yeah, Kanye did his thing. But I'm
Icon.
saying, but don't
Icon.
take. But that doesn't take away from Hove's contribution to that.
Oh no,
Oh no,
yeah,
never,
of course.
never.
Kanye is amazing, but
Without Jay-Z,
So I
Kanye
like,
wouldn't.
I like
exist.
Cole as much as I do because of Jay-Z.
whoa, that's not true.
What do you mean?
Kanye was never signed to Jay, so Jay has nothing to do with Kanye's success.
I wouldn't say nothing.
Nothing is insane.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing.
He
Kanye
did
would still be Kanye because No ID had Kanye and Dame had Kanye. So even with, yes, Jay-Z amplified Kanye's career, Kanye was already Kanye before. Jay was the last person to believe in Kanye.
I get it.
But he might
Kanye
also
was
been
already
the last
Kanye
stone.
when
I'm just
when
saying,
Ho
you
started
said
rapping
nothing.
with him.
Like me knowing what you were saying could have took it out of context. People not knowing what you were saying would definitely take it out of
I
context.
think Kanye would be exactly who he is if Ho never fucked with him.
Because wasn't Kanye working with Pharrell around that time too?
He's working with
Yes.
a lot of people.
He was
around
working
that
with
time.
everyone.
Like Pharrell, Timbaland, all that shit getting
Like
people around that
Travis loves Kid Cudi, but he's the second coming producer wise as Kanye.
Okay.
And then Travis. Oh, this is a great conversation. Let's get back to Kendrick and Cole.
Yo, you know what? You know the craziest tweet I saw about the beef.
Please share a crazy tweet. I love a crazy tweet.
They were like, oh, I would hate for Kendrick to call Drake and
Too
J.
early.
Cole mulattoes.
He's gonna call him what?
Mulattoes. Kendrick's not a mulatto though.
He's
not.
not.
That's
He's
what he
the
said. That's
only
the
one
point.
with 4 black grandparents.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
He was like, that would be nasty work.
Nah,
I mean, he could. Cole said. Cole,
He said,
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go into this
He was like, them
immediately
crackers
like
ain't
this.
never did nothing for me.
He said these crackers ain't never done nothing for me. They said Cole's mom. Yo,
yeah.
what he say? Me for?
Come on.
It's so
Cole mama
different.
is
Mad
sick right
funny.
now.
Yo.
Mad
Cole said.
funny.
Cole
Look,
said.
looking at
Cole
that
said-
video like
Cole
Stephen A.
said
Smith
Mr.
staring
Mora-
at the camera.
Cole said Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers put niggas to sleep. You have some nerve, my nigga.
Dog.
Cole, I've had the
That was a hell of an album,
I
bruh.
stood in the middle of a basketball court with there was no hoop. There was no actual pole for there to be a hoop. It's just a court and nothing on it. Nothing but hood niggas in the middle of that joint. Arguing why JCole is fire, bruh. While niggas telling me he puts these niggas to sleep. All they listen to is Gucci at the time.
So,
You have some nerve saying somebody else put somebody to
I
sleep.
have another question.
I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. Because
So we-
everybody that ever said
Hold
that.
on, hold on.
My bad.
My question was,
Stay on mic.
what do you think
I'm on.
are each of their strengths? Like, what's Drake's strength? What's Kendrick's strength? What's J. Cole's strength? They all good at different things.
I think Kendrick is the best storyteller.
Okay.
J. Cole and Kendrick, first and foremost, are good at a lot of the same things. First and foremost.
They are. That's why they're talked about in the
They-
same context a lot of times.
Cole's an outstanding storyteller.
I think. Well, I'll put it to you this way. I think Cole is better at telling a short story, like because Wet Dreams is very vivid. It's very it's like beginning, middle, end, boom, and it's got a whole like nice twist at the end and
Okay,
everything.
yeah.
I think Kendrick is better at telling a story across a whole project, like one consecutive chronological story.
I think
that's
Kendrick-
almost
Kendrick's
all of his
what-
I
projects.
think
are like
Kendrick
that.
has better wordplay.
I also
think
think that's
has
Kendrick's
better-
one and only signature, though.
Whoa. Hold on. Let me say
That's
what I
all
have to
Ken-
say, please. I think Kendrick has better wordplay. I think Kendrick is just a better rhymer of words, like an Eminem, where how Eminem can kind of just make random words and things rhyme. I think Kendrick has that ability as well, where he can just kind of make things go and make things fit. I think Kendrick. I know Kendrick for sure has the better switching of flows.
Yeah. Kendrick has an amalgamation of flows.
So calm down before you start just jumping off the table.
But you
Relax.
know, like
Relax.
in response to 4-5, what he was saying about Kendrick versus JCole, for example, I think JCole raps in like vignettes, like very short stories.
Yeah.
But like Kendrick is good at soundtracks. Like
Bro got a
Good
novel.
Kid, Mad City could have easily been the soundtrack for Menace to Society.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. Just because of how ingrained he got into
Mass hallucination, baby.
symbolism and like really capturing what it's like to be in Compton, like for people to understand like the everyday, like wake up, like what is on your mental being in this environment. Like Kendrick did Black Panther soundtrack. Like he's done some very iconic, fantastic.
But real talk, not even just Compton. Not even just Compton. No, that shit related to a lot of.
That was
different
Future.
hoods,
I know.
That was not Kendrick.
What'd you say, Quill?
I said that shit related to a lot of different hoods. Like that shit just related
What,
to
Good
like,
Kid,
that
Mad
kinda
City?
urban
Oh,
black
yeah.
culture. Like
Anybody can.
So, yeah.
Anybody can. If you're black,
You
you
saying
can
that
find
about
some
Good-
sort of parallel, some way.
Yeah.
shape,
That's
or
about
form
Good
to
Kid, Mad City?
or you could sympathize with it in some
Yeah.
sort of way.
That's one of the things I like about it. You listen to that thing. If you just start that album and push play, like you know the interludes and the transitions into everything and the content and the subject matter of each song, like you can tell it's a cohesive. Like this is my life.
His through line is powerful. Like
Yeah.
when you listen to a Kendrick album,
Master,
whether you
one more
listen just
time,
to the
homie.
first the song and the last song, you
Master
can still
Splinter's
see
doing
how
it,
it.
Now
connects.
here's where I love to bring a little twist into this conversation. We have yet to mention Drake's just natural rap ability. A lot of people are fans of Drake's melodies and sing. I'm not a fan. Yeah, I like some of Drake's melodic songs. I'm a fan of no hook, just straight bar Drake.
I'm a
I'm
hard,
a
gotta get
fan of-
along with, get on a song with.
with.
When she be going right, well, I just flip it to the wrong.
But
Come
I was
on,
just
bro.
telling you yesterday.
Drake
bro,
can Drake can rap.
We had-
He
Yeah,
said,
so
he said
after
that's
that-
right
car.
around the time that your idols become your rivals. You make friends with Mike, but got an AI him for your survival. I was like,
So we would
what? Like,
we was right. We went to the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? As we are drinking now, we went to the liquor store yesterday. We were watching the game. You know what I'm
You
saying? Shout out to
babysitting.
my cousin. I haven't eaten. Okay?
Me neither.
Well, you smarty pants.
continue. Yeah, sure.
See.
Retweet.
So, but we went to the liquor store and we had a good Drake set in the car, cause before we were really just talking Cole and Kendrick and stuff like that.
Then
But
we
had
started
a good,
talking beef.
Yeah, we
and
started
then
talking
state
beef.
scheming. You said it'll never be another state scheming. We was talking state scheming back.
Oh my
to
kid,
back.
my cousin brought up
Yeah.
Stay Scheming.
Okay, so I have another question.
Shout out to Miles.
How do you feel about? Because we know who Drake is. We know how he is when he relates to other artists and his popularity. How do you feel about people like Rick Ross
Drake needed
and
to check
Travis
the time.
and other people seemingly to have switched sides after collaborating with him so many times? Like, how do you
Is it
think
a switch-
Drake
I just feel
feels?
like
Is it a
there's,
switch
there's no
sides?
sides for nobody. Though.
Is it a switch sides?
I don't think there's sides.
Oh, because I'm not gonna put. I love Travis, okay, but that is an agent of chaos. He was on the Rolling Loud stage like, yo, what's the one you didn't play like that? Play like that.
He said I need that da 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 da
Yeah, he really wanted to hear it, but it's like,
Boy,
yo, you did.
I was
Meltdown
present at
with
Rolling
Drake.
Loud from the crib.
You did.
Well, he came first of all. He came out to Cinderella, and I just want to say something.
That's an excellent song.
Future's album, in which they sold
Yeah.
251,000 copies in their first week.
You talking about What Time to Be Alive?
No,
No, the most recent.
I'm talking about We Don't Trust You.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Future and Metro just sold 251 copies.
You know they
and
about
they're
to-
coming and they're
Hold on,
coming
pause.
again with another
yeah,
another
we
album.
still don't trust you.
We still don't trust you.
We still don't trust you.
Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? Before we even dropped this, I never liked you. The album before, what's the name of it? It's I Never Liked You.
Didn't even be.
Drake is on that jump.
That's
But
kinda
he
I
also
will
did-
wait for it's a crate, but also that album.
Future.
I'm not gonna go into the label thing, but yeah.
Future and Metro Boomin is a match made in heaven.
Oh my monster!
Metro's the real villain of this all. Okay, I want everyone to see that. Like Metro is like, oh,
that's
Kurt
why Travis
lost one.
That's why that's where Travis went. People are like, yo, Travis siding with Travis is siding with Metro. Travis goes back with Metro.
Villain, but I say evil genius.
Back to days before Rodeo, Al Faro. Metro been with Travis.
Yeah.
People forget that Travis is a producer.
Metro made Quintana and Mamacita.
Mamacita, man.
Skyfall.
Yeah, and they've worked with each other a lot, and I feel like with Metro, he was a conductor for a classical orchestra. And he lost to the Grammys to Drake. Like,
Metro!
It's giving a little wicked. It's giving a little wicked. Yeah. But honestly...
Wicked.
Bro,
Metro!
Metro is a part of our consciousness, whether you want to admit it or not. Like, you hear Metro in your dreams.
Metro has stapled himself.
Out of all of this, I was just about to say, out of all of this beef,
Boomin took Lex Luger out of his freaking
Kendrick,
spot.
Everybody want to talk about they
Lex Luger is let's talk real talk when it comes to that trap.
Lex Luger was there.
Mike Will made it. Lex Luger, Zaytoven are the architects. If you really want to talk about it, in my personal opinion, there might be some people that came before them. Shout out Dungeon Family, all them people, whatever. Lex Luger, Mike Will made it. Zaytoven. Metro came and Lex Luger just faded from the face of the earth.
Facts.
What about Murder on the Beat?
Lex Luger.
Murder on the Beat is a white boy that came way after that. He's from Canada. He ain't got nothing to do with the South and what Zaytoven only has to do with the South because he moved there. He's from the Bay.
So can
Zaytoven was there with Migos.
Southside is 808 Mafia. 808 Mafia is before Metro Boomin, but they came after. So Lex Luger is one of the.
What's the timeline?
You're going Lex Luger, Mike Will made it, Zaytoven, TM, Southside, and 808 Mafia. We'll just say 808 Mafia. But 808 Mafia came as a microcosm of Lex Luger.
Okay.
Southside is one of the people that I may be wrong, but if I'm correct, Southside is the main person that was like, yo, we're going to put together a collective. But Lex Luger was one of the, if not, Lex Luger was the biggest name of 808 Mafia. And he was still pretty much more Lex Luger on his own side. And he's also the first person to leave 808 Mafia.
Lex Luger and Waka Flocka Flame, man. What a time.
Bow. Oh, my God. I'm busting at him.
Bow.
It's on buzz.
I don't really got aim, so you best take cover. Waka Flocka Flame. This the intro, mother.
It's past 10 minutes.
You right, but I still,
That's
even though Kai put me on blast last episode, I try my best to cut out all cursing on YouTube.
This man said beep, nigga.
Well, nigga isn't a curse word.
I told y'all.
You can say nigga. Rate. You can say nigga on. You can say nigga on TV. You can say nigga on the radio. You can say nigga as much as we want. Nigga.
They said nigga in Huck Finn. What you talking about? So if Mark Twain could write it,
he ain't black.
Don't worry about me saying it, nigga.
That's my favorite artist.
Nah.
Well, I'm gonna have to bleep out the F word that you just dropped, but
I don't give a damn.
More hashtag more real moment.
Listen, have your fun. Do what y'all do, because it's just I'm gonna have to bleep it out anyways, and it sounds better on the. So for people who watch this, if you're watching on YouTube, because of YouTube, we have to bleep out majority of the curse words, so I try to just bleep out all of them. If you want to just hear the podcast in its full entirety,
Spotify.
Listen on Spotify, Apple Music. That's where you get mixes. You get all the music added in. We can't put music on YouTube,
Copyright.
The
haters.
We got a couple of copyrights, but shout out to the cool copyrights where they just let us rock out anyways.
We appreciate y'all.
And we didn't.
Whatever happened to fair use?
That's something that was like.
There is fair use to an extent.
You remember net neutrality?
Yes.
That was like
net neutrality.
That was a whole thing when we were like right in college.
They were trying to charge for net. They were trying to
and that would have been really whack. Can you imagine paying for the internet?
I already pay for the internet. I pay Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Right. So paying an additional tax on like if every site had a paywall, what's the point of the internet? You telling me I can't afford knowledge? Y'all are whack.
The internet tried to kick me off the dark web. I downloaded Tor browser and got back in. I'm going straight to the dark web. I don't care.
It's
And
not
I'm
like you
using
was
the-
rapping just now.
That was that was a song. I'm the Onion browser.
Yeah, basically.
I'm not paying dog. Y'all got all right. We got way off track.
We did. We went on a crazy tangent.
Oh my god, man.
We started talking about the
Cole and Kendrick. But I really want to ask the question: is anybody prepared for, or does anybody actually care if Drake steps in the booth and actually raps? Because if we want to sit here and talk about
he won't though.
the story of Adidon, listen, the story of Adidon and Duffy freestyle, we understand what the story of Adidon was. I was with you when the story of Adidon dropped. We was at where? A Cole concert. Literally, we were at a JCole concert at Madison Square Garden, and out of nowhere, I looked at my phone. A couple other people in the crowd looked at their phone. Everybody realized, holy shit, Pusha T just dropped.
Mm.
And everybody had their phone to their ears in the arena because we were waiting for Cole to get on stage.
at a concert is crazy.
So my question is this, right?
Crazy.
Talk about pull.
So
Crazy.
I paid
Shout
for
out
these
to
tickets.
shout out to A Game.
Even we're talking about, Cole, Drake, Kendrick. Drake, Kendrick, Cole. Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake, whatever order you want to say, depending on what kind of fan you are. Are all of them in your top 5?
Yes.
Are all
Current,
of them
yes.
in your
Current top 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Current top 5, yes.
So
Top 10 all time, top 15 all time, absolutely yes.
Top 5 all
Top
time.
10 all
Kendrick,
time.
Not in my top 5 all time.
That's insane. But go ahead. I respect you.
So what I'm trying to get at is just
Maybe.
like you're talking about. You had your ear to Pusha T. Is Pusha T in your top 5?
No. He's in my
So-
top 20,
Top 20. So when it comes to
top 25.
thinking about whether I
Maybe
want
30.
Drake or whether I
25.
want Drake in the booth or not, Drake is arguably one of the most consistent producers of music in the last 10.
It's
not even arguably.
That's
It's
not
it's a fact.
It is a fact.
I
Like in
got more
terms of
slaps
how
than
he,
the Beatles.
the fact that he
But he
just
got 30 more
churns
albums.
out music
But he also
at such a
how many of
consistent
those?
rate.
Go ahead.
Because I'm a Kendrick fan. Don't get it fucked up. I love Kendrick. His artistry is special, unique, and it needs to be appreciated and commemorated. However, you really gotta take breaks for Kendrick. Like you
Is
don't
that
know
his
when
fault?
Kendrick
Like,
gonna
is that his-
drop.
Like J.
Time
Cole
out,
said,
time
4
out,
albums
time
in
out.
12 months, nigga. I could divide.
Is
Like,
that his fault though?
Come on.
Is that his fault?
In 12 years. excuse me.
Is that his fault?
Listen, he could be on his bully now.
No.
Especially
Wait.
right
Stop.
now.
Don't. No. That's a very important question. Please don't walk past that. Is that Kendrick's fault that he doesn't drop as often when his whole label takes 4 years in between all of their projects? That's not his fault. So now he's off Interscope, away from TDE, onto his own thing.
Was it P-Tang?
pglang.
PG
P-Tang.
Lane. P-Tang.
I
PG
was
Lang
getting there.
under
Like the letters
Sony?
is there.
I don't know.
I believe now.
But all I'm saying.
So is that Kendrick's fault? Because Kendrick dropped. If you want to sit here and talk about who has a deeper body of music, sorry, Cole, you don't have more music than Kendrick. That's a fact. I can just go back to Kendrick's mixtapes and go to the C4 vault. Kendrick got more C4 mixtapes than you have albums. You don't have more music than Kendrick.
So
That's true.
So
The
that's another strength for
internet
Kendrick.
trend
He
was
just
quality
has,
over quantity. And
Y'all forget where these niggas come from. Kendrick
has a
started
lot
off
more
battling
misses to
niggas.
Cole
Y'all
than
better
me.
stop playing with
Kendrick
Doc,
has
bro.
a lot more misses than Cole to me. Period.
a lot of
Yes.
misses.
Misses?
Define a miss.
Yes.
What is a
Kendrick don't
miss?
miss.
Define a miss.
Kendrick don't miss.
I don't
bro.
have
Define a
Kendrick with
miss.
too many
Again,
misses, bro.
I love Kendrick, bro.
To
I
Pimp a
love
Butterfly,
Kendrick.
go ahead.
There is a lot of
Still a good
songs
album.
If these walls
where
could talk.
you have to.
Ah!
There's
Let
a
me
lot
see.
of songs with early Kendrick.
remember
when,
you was
when
conflicted.
This is why you have to know why you love him, Kendrick. Like, you're listening to this to figure out why you're a fan of him.
slave to
You
be
couldn't
black.
understand what the f- he was saying. Like, I don't care what nobody says.
Yo, To Pimp a Butterfly is better than KOD.
Oof.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that
It's
to
these
him.
lost
I'm
cause
lying. I'm lying. Actually, wait, hold on.
Wait,
Let me look at this.
1985 was on
Nah,
KOD.
listen, yo,
1985 is on KOD,
Like,
but
what's it called?
the Black of the Berry is on Hood Politics. But they ain't one since day one. You niggas boo boo.
1985 is one of the best
Your
songs
homeboy,
I've
the
ever
black
heard in
that you
my
Where's
from,
my phone?
boo boo.
Where's my phone? Because the
Baby
Pimp a
mama and you
Butterfly.
Boo boo. We was in the 14 with the deuce.
No matter how you toss that up, I was gonna say barely. Like no matter how somebody decided to toss that up, I would say barely.
But I'm gonna tell you some good shit, and I love Cole.
Oh my god.
There has been albums where I didn't even bother listening to Cole. Like,
For Your Eyes
I would call
Only
you a
is so
casual.
slept on, bro.
Bro, yeah, cause
For Your Eyes Only.
I hated
is
that shit at first.
one
there
of
was
the-
a long
it-
chapter
bro,
of people sleeping
I
on
hated
Cole.
it at
The
first.
That
only
is
reason
an
Cole has
amazing
come back
body
into
of
my
work.
consciousness is because of his feature run in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
That has reestablished him as a
it
rap
was,
god
it's never
in
been
my eyes.
reestablished.
One of
Bro, in terms of again, I will keep repeating.
He was
that shit.
busy building a record label.
Consistency and like and continuous.
Oh my, yo,
improvement.
get
Cole
KOD out
was
of here, bro.
always what?
Get KOD out of here, bro.
Yeah, no. To Pimp a Butterfly.
My favorite song of KOD was Kevin's Heart.
Nah, cause see, my
ATM was fire.
I'll
you know what I'm
get-
saying, but
I-
It was great.
I'll throw J. Cole a bone here because on KOD,
1985 is still the best song off of KOD.
because I was gonna say for KOD, I always gave J. Cole Window Pane was one of the best outros I ever heard. That shit goes crazy.
Whose song is that?
J. Cole.
Window Pane?
Window,
Oh,
window
Window
Pane.
Pane.
On the
Oh
outro
no, that
of
was a
KOD
really
is
sad song.
right
though.
now
I
I'm
don't
staring out the window of my range and contemplating am I sane? Like
nah. You can't just listen to that. It's not an easy listen though. The KOD is like
Where do you have-
almost.
Where do you have?
I would even argue if you think that Kendrick's last album. Help me find the name.
Mr. Morale and the Big
Mr.
Steppers.
Morale.
Yes. If you thought that was a large pill to swallow, KOD was twice as much because he
Nah, I
he
would
has
say-
strong social commentary in terms of rappers' influence on
He had his-
children and their audience
Yeah.
in terms of drug use.
He was
Not
featuring
everybody
his
can
own
take
alter
that
ego.
medicine.
But
It
it's,
was
it's still the social impact though. I can see
Yeah,
what
but
you're
who?
saying.
Yeah,
There
but who,
was.
yeah, but who else raps in another alter ego voice and talks to himself on records
Eminem.
all the
Nah,
time?
that was
Kendrick.
4 hours only when he.
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Kill Edward. Kill Edward is all over KOD. That's Cole's
Oh, yeah.
alter ego.
Oh yeah.
I didn't. even
Edward
catch
is his
that.
father.
Edward's my father.
You try to kill your father.
I would never kill my dad.
So where do y'all have Born Sinner on your list of J. Cole albums?
I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not like I
It's
like
hard
J.
to-
Cole. I'm not a huge fan of J. Cole, so you know what I'm saying.
You know,
I
for
think
me to
Born
be a
Sinner
J.
is
Cole
such a
fan, like
slept-on album.
Yeah,
bro.
it's super slept on, but in terms of like hierarchy, it is like mid tier to the
mid-tier.
bottom mid tier.
It's
Like,
mid-tier.
you feel me?
that's what's hard about being a J. Cole
Sideline
Yeah.
Story.
fan.
His first album. His first album, Sideline Story.
with
Mr.
Can't Get
Nice
Enough and all
Watch.
that shit.
He
Can't
talking
get
from the
enough.
sideline.
Lights, Please.
He talking from the
Forest Hill
sideline.
Drive is clearly the best one. As a real J. Cole fan, honestly, bro, lyrically, Born Sinner should be in that top tier, but the other ones, he put out such like good music, like how Drake really just puts out consistent good music. Like the other Sideline Story was a lot of good music, even though you heard this shit before.
You know what?
Like-
You know what?
You
no
heard
one-
it if you were a Cole
Yeah, if you're a
fan.
Cole-
No
Yeah.
one's gonna
That
like
was
what
his
I'm gonna
first
say.
major album, so
Yeah.
you got to put some of those
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
No
you
one's
know,
gonna
your
like what I'm
first
gonna
album.
say.
What you
In
gonna say?
terms of the top 3, I think it is some order of Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
Cole's number
However,
one.
it depends on how you feel.
Cole's number one.
However, I think J. Cole over the last 10 years, because this is not new, this rap beef that they all go for, trying to be number one all the time, because that's the nature of hip hop. J. Cole has been fighting with Wale for.
But right
number
now
two.
they're talking about number
What?
one. Right now they're wait,
J.
what did
Cole,
you say?
whoa, what?
Honestly, Wale should have been. Like, Wale was one of their peers.
Wale stepped out of this. Wale bowed out of this fight a long time ago. He removed himself from the conversation a long time ago. And Wale also predates all of the. Well, nah.
These are their peers. They were all peers. Mac Miller was a peer.
Whoa.
He was. They were all up at the same time. Big Sean
They
was a
weren't up at
peer.
the same time.
Peer. I'm talking about peers.
They weren't up at the same
I'm
time.
talking about peers.
I get what you're saying, but no.
I'm
Yes,
talking about
yes,
peers.
yes. You're right. Okay, in essence, yes, you're right. But let's be real here. Wale bowed out of that fight a while ago.
And just like that, Quill headphones broke.
Wale bowed out of that fight a long time ago. Wale, you already know how I feel about Wale.
Yeah.
Wale, if to me, is etched in stone in history as one of the greatest musicians ever and one of the greatest songwriters ever. And also, Wale is one of the people who introduced us to he introduced us to Camila Cabello. He introduced us to Dua Lipa. He introduced us to so many. Wale was one of those people that was like, yo, you want to break into pop? You want to break into hip hop? Here, come do this Wale feature.
Yeah.
Because it's going to appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
Megan
You're
did
fine.
it.
Gaga.
Yep. There was plenty of people that did it. And I only added him to the equation because
Chrisette
if
Michelle, I am the black coon that.
if you're thinking about from 2011, I don't know if it is fair to say that J. Cole was competing just against Drake and Kendrick that
she almost
entire
said
time.
Kanye.
One of the things
There's
about this
Titans
is that
and there's rap
one of the
gods.
things about this
Titans,
is that
rap
Kendrick
gods.
is the little brother. So Cole was already signed to Rock Nation when he met Kendrick.
And
Yeah.
he
And
will tell
he
you it
met
was whack.
Kendrick- What?
His music when he was with Rock Nation was not his best work. Was it or was it not? Because me being a J. Cole fan,
this is Who Dat in Friday Night Lights era, and then came.
Friday Night Lights came
Sideline
before
Stories.
he was with.
No, he was Rock Nation.
Is that we gotta fact check that?
All I'm gonna say is if you going strictly by numbers, and I'm not even really a Drake fan. Like I enjoy Drake in spurts, but I'm not a Drake stan or a fan.
I am a Drake stan.
But here's the thing, like,
I'm a Kendrick stan.
Right, but like I'm talking going by strictly numbers. If you want to talk about like just straight numbers and streams,
He signed
top
JCole.
three most internationally streamed people right
I
now
can't hear myself.
is Drake, and then the other two people is Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift.
Well, I don't give a fuck about streams.
That's what I'm saying. If you talking
In
straight numbers, it's Drake.
2009, J. Cole signed to Rock Nation with the intent to release 2 mixtapes, The Warm Up and Friday Night Lights.
So he was with Rock Nation.
He was
at the
already
time.
Rock Nation. Because they both signed, Wale and J. Cole and Rita Ora all signed to Rock Nation around the same time.
2014.
And that was after, this is like 2000, this is 2009 because Wale had already dropped his first album. Wale's first album was not Ambition. It was Attention Deficit, which he dropped on not Rostrum. Wiz was on Rostrum. Wale was on
Wiz was
Alito Records.
Wiz was a peer too. You're right.
Wiz is kind of in his own.
Yeah.
He's kind of in his own category.
He's almost in the same lane as Nipsey in the way that they're independent and off to the side. Like they do whatever they want, like making their own lane. Like
yes and no. Yeah, yes and no, but because that independent conversation.
Colin did a whole
starts
dissertation on Nipsey, bro.
he did, and YG, but arguably YG was one of their peers too. They were all when I say
I
someone
should
is
take
a
that to
peer,
TikTok.
somebody
That one's
is
a bit
a
of
peer
a
at the
reach.
same time.
YG is a bit
YG
of a
is a
reach.
crazy reach.
Yeah, God, that
YG didn't come until
But
years
YG
later.
did
But
have
YG
a
did
little,
step in.
a little bit of
YG stepped in,
Years.
and that's so the conversation on IG was what was a better album, but that wasn't I didn't bring this up. Somebody on Twitter brought this up where they said what was better, Victory Lap or YG's first album.
What was it called?
Oh my God, the joint with the freaking house. Now we're freaking forgetting. So now obviously he's gonna sound
This shit with Who Do You
over,
Love,
right? It sound like the argument's
My
over.
Crazy Life. My Crazy Life, bruh.
Yeah.
And
with
when
the
we
mugshots, with the mugshots.
And when I sat back and I did the math of it, I had to give off total score. I had to give it to My Crazy Life as the better album.
Honestly,
Now you was
crazy.
spitting on that though. When
He
you
was.
when
It
you were
hurt
muted,
my-
you was
you know that
spitting. You was
hurt my heart to
no,
say that.
but you
like,
know what's messed up, and this is just the
My
trials.
Crazy Life is a
No, No, but this is just a
Crazy
trial
album,
of being
bro.
a hip hop head. It's just like some people are gonna pass away, and that's going to up their value. But at the time, if you're just doing apples to
At the
apples,
time.
back then when they were still here and they were still producing music, yes, My Crazy Life was a ting
Victory
in
Lap
2014.
and Victory Lap, and that took off immediately. Victory Lap did not take off until after Nip
Postmortem.
already passed.
Postmortem.
First time I heard of
It was-
Nipsey Hussle was on. He was on
I wouldn't say
he was a
that.
feature on
mean,
Games album.
I'm talking when were they? When did you hear last time that I checked in the club? When did you hear last time that I checked
I
at a
understand in
festival?
the mainstream.
It wasn't until
I
after he
understand
died.
that.
It
I
wasn't until
understand.
after.
That's what
I understand.
Which is kind of crazy to
That's
me.
all
because
I'm-
last
that's-
time that I checked,
I'm not
was
talking
crazy.
about amongst
Victory Lap
niggas
is
like you
great.
and I.
Yeah.
We were listening to that from the
'Cause
get go.
that felt
We knew
crazy,
that.
like,
we
that
knew
felt
that. We
wild.
knew that. That Hustle and Motivate had the whole had the Hard Not Life sample. So we were already gassed up. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about mainstream when
Yeah.
people started playing that. Where you couldn't go out without hearing last time that.
But
you couldn't go out without hearing Hustle
let's
and
make it
Motivate.
full circle. One of the biggest songs off of My Crazy Life was "Who Do You Love," and who was it with? It was with Drake.
I got a shorty
Wanna-
named Texas and
My nigga.
that shit go crazy.
And that was on the
And
same
that-
album.
and
My
that's
nigga,
Drake-
my nigga.
And
Was-
that's Drake rapping. Like Drake was rapping on that shit.
rapping.
That's why the songs that you hear coming real tight.
OVO crew.
As long as we
Social.
reminiscing about Drake, it is key to say that a lot of those
And
songs
also,
did
let's-
sound like Drake featuring Drake.
But while we're talking about features, who's featured on last time that I checked? YG.
Oh yeah. Where everybody want to act pro black.
But you know, even
My crazy life did a lot more for YG's career than Victory Labs did for Nip's career when Nip was here. Sorry, Crenshaw did more for Nip's career than Victory
but
Lab did.
I don't even know if that's 100% true, and I'm just adding my PR perspective from this. Karen Civil was managing Nipsey and YG at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like one hand washes
my crazy life solidified YG as no, he's real. He's here. YG's tour. We went through the whole thing. I don't have it right in front of me. YG went on like a 35 or like a 30 plus city tour off of My Crazy Life.
Yeah.
Victory Lap's tour was like 20 cities. It wasn't. Granted, that comes
Not
to, that
apples to
comes
apples.
that comes with labels and it comes with
Bandwidth.
it comes with labels and it comes with bandwidth, money, and promotion and things of that nature. But if we're talking about which album put YG was 20 something years old when he dropped My Crazy Life.
Damn.
That was his marquee album.
Yep.
Victory Lap was Nipsey's first, that was his first and only major, I guess if you want to call it major joint venture album release. But Crenshaw being sold for $100 a pop, and Hove buying 100 copies, did more than whatever Victory Lap did when Nipsey was here.
Can I ask
After he died, sure. But when he was here, you're not going to sit here and tell me, or you're not going to sit, thank you, Kyle, you're not going to sit here and tell me that Crenshaw didn't do more for Nipsey's career than Victory Lap did. It couldn't have. Crenshaw made Nipsey's name what it was.
Yeah. But you know what? I would argue, how do you feel about Double XL's characterization of them then? Because all the
Give a
rappers we were talking
damn.
about have been on the Double XL covers. So in terms of how they used to,
Was Drake ever actually a double XL freshman?
I don't know.
I feel like Drake
Double
predates that.
XL.
He might have. I
feel like he
used to
predates
have
that.
Drake on my
I feel like he
MySpace.
predates the freshman list.
He probably does.
Yeah, probably.
Because you got to think about how long Drake has really been like.
But that's
Drake.
But see,
I
that's
feel
why
like
he was
Drake
a
is
kid
not
when he was
counted
Drake.
out of the top three when we're talking about it.
Sell Out was out early.
Nah,
Oh, I don't know when. Let's take a look at when the first one was.
because it's really that's like the hip hop history, right? Because like we were here
We're
when
doing a
Double
lot of research this
XL
episode.
was in their like prime. But I
Yeah.
used to like f- with their picks. year by year.
Cause I remember
it was easier to nitpick than it was to what's it called. Now you can nitpick everything, like for real.
Yeah, I never heard of none of these niggas.
Yeah.
That's Auntie showing her age.
I remember because
Wow.
I don't know when the freshman list started, but I remember Eminem going after
Yeah, the
Double
first
XL a
list
while
was
back. But I think that was
07.
before they started the freshman list and.
The first list was 07, and if you really want to get into it, Drake could have probably been 08, 09, but Drake was never on the list.
Wow.
I'm looking at 2007, Saigon Plaza, Rich Boy, Gorilla Zoe, Joel Ortiz, Lupe, Boosie, Crooked Eye, Papoose, and Young Dro.
Wow.
I don't see anything for 2008, 2009, Wale, B.O.B., Charles Hamilton, Asher Roth, Corey Guns, Blue, Ricky Fax, Ace Hood.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kind of like the
Hamilton,
blind Bob Saget. Ash could get nasty. Pass him a beer and some Captain. Come
I used
on
to
now.
love
No, I
Asher
know,
Roth.
I'm just saying, I was like,
Mark
bro,
on
that's-
my
Asleep in the
cartwheel.
bread aisle.
Asher Roth was
Asleep
him.
in the bread
Sleep in the
aisle.
Bread Aisle was a great mixtape.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, so finishing out
Kenny.
2009, Ace Hood, Currency,
I
and Kid
love
Cudi.
drinking. Hey.
Yeah,
Your favorite.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi 2009.
Period.
2010, J. Cole, Pill. The missing link from that MMG trio that nobody ever talks about. J. Cole, Pill, Nipsey Hussle, Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, OJ the Juice Man, J-Rock, Fashawn, and Donis. And this is this is the moment that J. Cole met Kendrick Lamar. At the XXL freshman shoot when J-Rock was there. Because J-Rock
Was a
blew
freshman.
before Kendrick.
Kendrick, yeah.
Kendrick sent J. Cole a few songs.
She laughed.
Those
to herself
songs
and said, "You know,
Were off
J-Rock?"
of OD. I don't remember if Cole listened to it or not, but then Cole said he saw Kendrick perform at, some little industry event, maybe like a couple months after that, and that's when he was like, oh no, this nigga's insane.
Yeah. No.
That's when they locked in. After that comes Section 80. Everybody put three fingers in the air. The sky is falling. The wind is calling. Stand for something to die in the morning. Section 80. High power. That is of that studio session that almost birthed what Kendrick led all of us to believe was going to be a J. Cole and Kendrick album.
Visions of
High
Martin
Power
Luther
is produced
staring
by
at me.
J. Cole. That's Cole's beat.
That do sound like a Cole beat.
You
if
know
go back and
what?
listen
I
to it.
never thought about how that made J. Cole more powerful than Drake or Kendrick. Like, he's produced so many of his own songs.
Bing
bang.
He has
You gotta
produced.
count it. You gotta
So-
count it.
Because if you
So
count it for
many.
Kanye or Travis, who I honestly put in a different lane because they produce their songs, yeah, J. Cole belongs there. He
Bro.
produced so much of his own music.
Green Ranger.
And that's arguably one of his superpowers.
Like, bro, facts.
That's insane. I don't think people talk about that enough.
I'm trying to remember.
You
There-
got if
there
you
was
throw
like
it in there for Kanye, you gotta throw it in there for Cole. And I understand that Cole and Kanye are light years apart in terms of their production value. However,
But in terms of how good the songs that he produced for himself was, they're
Excellent.
not light years apart at all.
Because it's just about a timeline. So you would say Kendrick,
I think they're still
then
light
J.
years
Cole,
apart.
then Travis.
Whoa, what? Oh, whoa, wait, what?
I
What did you
said
say?
timeline. Just timeline. Timeline.
Woo!
Like, who
I missed
came
that first part.
Timeline.
That's why I asked before I jumped off the table.
Travis is very powerful. I'm not going to discount.
Travis changed the way Travis changed music.
And who does he want to fight to make music with? Kid Cudi.
Does he want to fight Kid Cudi?
No.
I don't think he wants. I think Travis is.
He's fighting to make music with Kid Cudi. Like, Kid Cudi's album has mad songs with Travis, and that was
Yeah.
his dream.
But that's because Travis Scott. Scott comes from Scott Mescudi.
Yes. I love
Travis' name ain't Scott. I think his name is Jock Webster.
it. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Scott
Lord,
comes
that's so damn
from
funny.
Kid Cudi.
Yep.
Yeah.
People was trying to say
So,
that.
question:
What?
Can Drake take out Travis? Can Drake deal with Travis on a one-on-one?
Like
Drake is the
you mean
better
like if
rapper.
If they did a versus or like rap battle.
Drake is the better rapper.
Like, you
If
talk-
they
talking
start,
about
if they
hit
put
for
a,
hit?
if they put out a song and their song is gonna be there's gonna be a diss, but it's gonna be a hit.
Are you saying like they're just making a song together?
No, I'm talking if Drake goes at Travis, he's gonna make that shit a fucking
What
hit.
Drake you get though? Drake don't even know how to make his own music.
Listen to what I'm saying. If Drake goes at Travis, he's going to make it a hit. So Travis is in turn going to make a hit. Travis is gonna make another Sicko Mode without Drake. Drake is gonna make a freaking Charged Up or
That's
Back
what
to
I'm.
back.
That's
Back to
where I'm
back.
saying I don't agree
Charged
with
Up
you.
was kinda
Drake
trash.
isn't Drake no more. Like I feel like bro really is somebody different now. Like he's
Okay.
Like
I'm
Drake's
gonna
on the
end this
Bold
decline.
fight.
take.
I'm gonna.
Drake's on the decline. to
there's
me,
an
like,
argument
to
for
be
that.
No, you
honest
know what?
with
There
you.
is an argument. For that.
I'm not
there yet.
I'm gonna ask
not
a
there
very
yet, but
crazy question.
Eh,
Who is closer to retirement?
Drake.
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 He's been out
Kendrick?
longer.
So it's really just Kendrick and JCole.
Kendrick is the youngest of the group. He's the baby bro. But he's also the one, we didn't even mention this. There's a rumor that Cole and Drake reached out for Kendrick to be on First Person Shooter.
Ooh.
So if that's true, and
that would make
and
sense.
Kendrick declined and then said, "F- both of y'all, it's just me.
Y'all big three. It's just big me.
My
Bum.
my temperament
He's such a bully.
bipolar, I choose violence, bro.
But he's 5'7". and
I
he's
love
messy.
but I love that somebody's willing to play the villain, bruh.
It's Kendrick. He don't
And he's
mind being
talking
the
this shit. Meanwhile, your man Cole is tap dancing.
Nah, he's not with this whole
Cole,
mixtape.
that whole
He
album was
responded
fire.
with a
I'm not trying to hear
mixtape.
none of that because
That
Cole,
mix,
Cole,
which
he
what
had
in
that
that
shit in the
mixtape was a
Listen,
direct.
if Kendrick
How many
doesn't come back with some heat,
direct hit
I'm
shots?
not trying to hear nothing.
It was a
7
whole
minute
bunch of
drill?
bro.
was
7 minute
it.
drill was
That's
3
not it.
minutes. Of,
That's not
that
it.
was
Y'all
3
didn't
minutes of
listen
him
to
saying,
Y'all
"Bro,
didn't listen
chill
to
out.
this.
I don't want to
That's
do
not
it
it.
to you. Chill out."
But
Nigga,
he was
just
doing
do
it. He
bruh.
was doing it. You're capping right now.
Y'all been doing this for 10 years.
You're capping right now, cause bro, he was cooking this. You didn't listen to the album enough, then.
I
bro.
did. Wait, maybe not enough.
Maybe
Well,
not
just
enough.
dropped. It just
'Cause
dropped 2
I
days ago.
did, yeah. Like I did it enough
It
at
just
first
came
too.
out.
Like
It
you
just
feel me?
came out.
At first, I'm
Pricey
like,
was
damn.
great. I love
Like,
Pricey.
bro.
Don't get it messed up. Remember, I
There's like
put that video.
7
I put that video in the
songs.
chat that has a whole 10-year breakdown of them throwing shots back and forth at each other.
I gotta see that one more time.
Bro,
It's been
it's
when you
there.
when you think about all 10 years, it's
And
been
the same way you
convoluted.
say
It's been
Kendrick,
very convoluted.
the same way you say Kendrick tells a story throughout the whole project, he was going at this nigga throughout the whole project.
Oh,
And
It
who you
wasn't
vote
just
for?
one-
But
You
it's
voted for
not.
Cole.
But this
just-
isn't.
yeah.
But my thing with Cole is this isn't just a project. This is shit that you had laying around.
Yeah, he just threw some shit about
And then
you in it.
7-minute drill. 7-minute drill. I think.
Was probably
Obviously, I
recorded
think
within the
these are
last 2
these are a
weeks.
couple of songs where he just had shots, jabs ready for Kendrick whenever Kendrick was going to jump crazy.
Yeah, he was prepared
This
for it.
is that-
Once
this is
he
that
knew-
folder.
If you know
Just
that
in
Kendrick
just
was
in case a
supposed-
nigga act up folder.
And I was
if
just
you
about
knew
to
that Kendrick was
he
supposed to be
literally
on
end-
first person shooter, you gotta have something in the arsenal.
He
for
literally ended the entire thing after dropping his fucking heat because I don't care what nobody said. The whole thing is fire. I don't care what you say about the beef, who win, who whatever. The shit is fire. He ended the whole shit and said, "Listen, this is just a warning shot. Like you feel me?
I don't want
I
to
could
hear no
end
more
you.
I'm
warning
gonna come
shots.
from you."
that. I could end you.
Kendrick did not come with nothing like wild quick for y'all to be saying, "Oh, this the war."
What
has
more does
begun."
he have to say? He said,
Bro.
bro, he said, "Motherfuck your big three. It's just big me." That's a
you're still
direct
talking about this,
shot.
I
Bruh,
hear that.
That's what I'm talking
There wasn't-
about, though.
There wasn't
Talk-
no shots
put
of that
your
level
shit
in the,
on
in
the
the
table,
in the
bro.
poster.
Put it
What
on
are
the
you talking
floor.
about?
What are we talking about?
Yo, this is like
Y'all
What?
niggas, I'm the
That
greatest.
That one bar.
I
is
am
what
the
you're
Omega. PG Gang, Roller Gang. Please don't address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you knew better. He's been talking his shit, and you keep talking about, bro, relax. I don't want to do it to
the
you.
nigga
I don't
said
want to
he's-
hear that shit.
He said he's the best right now
And
for
Drake
mad
don't
long.
care.
He said you're talking.
Drake doesn't care
they're
at all.
only talking about you because you're talking about me. What are you talking about
yo,
right now?
this shit is like the cold.
Like, what are
this
you
shit is like
talking
the
about right
cold-
now?
This shit is like the
We're
cold
only
war of
talking
hip-hop.
about Kendrick because
Yeah,
you're talking
So
it
about
that brings
really
up,
is.
so that
It
brings up
really
another
is.
discussion.
It's like the
So
arms
So
race of
7 minute
hip-hop.
7-minute
I
drill
gotta
is
go.
not
I
really
gotta
the
go.
shit where he's really throwing a shot.
The whole shit, he's throwing shots the whole time. 7-minute drill finished this shit off without finishing it off at all. It says, yo, we can go forever. Like, it's like, yo, I'm the
He
one who
should have
puts
went
out
7
music.
minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing that pissed me. I'm so glad you said that. Because I read the name of the song, and I'm like, 7-minute drill? I'm about to get 7 minutes of bars?
No,
like,
7 minute mean he, but you know,
Bro.
it mean he wrote it in 7 minutes.
nah, but, bro.
Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you.
That got me tight though, like real tight.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, he used to run 7-minute drills.
Po- Wait, what
All
happened?
right, man. Listen, let's take a break. Let's roll up and then let's come back and argue some more.
All right.
That sounds good to me.
Woah Chill, baby.